evening and welcome to the Lewis Brown Athletic Center on the campus of Rutgers University for the boys Group 3 New Jersey State Championship basketball game between the Raiders of Scotch Plains Fanwood and the Chargers of Timber Creek. I'm Jackie Law here with Catherine DiGattado, and we'll be with you for today's game, coming to you only here on Scotch Plains Television. The Raiders come into this game with a 23-6 record. They are led by seniors Brian Dewar and Danny DiGattado. It looks to be a good matchup, though, facing the 21-9 Timber Creek Chargers, who are led by seniors Marcus Smith and Montez Blair.
Last game, Scotch Plains defeated Wayne Valley to make it to this game 71-56, and Dewar led the team with 33 points.
Only about 20 seconds from tip-off here.
So exciting.
The fans here are electric.
For real.
The Timber Creek Chargers beat Middletown South the last game, 58-32. They seem to be a pretty tall team. It looks like it's going to be tough for the Raiders to handle them underneath.
I think Lordley and Ish and Kevin Maroney will be a good matchup, though.
Looks like they're going to be doing intros before the game begins.
The boys look pretty confident right now.
They look like they're ready to go.
Yeah.
First one up is junior Kevin Maroney. He started this season and he's been a big part of this team. The last game he scored 17 points against Wayne Valley to get them here.
Very aggressive defender as well.
Looks to be a tall kid.
Yeah. Pretty tall.
Danny DiGattado. He's the point guard of the team. The last game against Wayne Valley, he scored 11 points, and he happens to be a big part of this team. He leads the team on the court.
He's got a lot of steals this season as well.
Greg Zabel, number 15 on the Raiders. Not a big scorer, but when he needs to, he can hit a couple threes in a row and get a team on a roll.
He's a very clutch three-pointer shooter.
Brian Dewar, number 21. He's the most talked about on the Raiders team. He scored 33 points against Wayne Valley, as we mentioned before, and he's been clutch all season, scoring big points in big games. He's one of the main reasons that the team is here.
Next year, he's heading on a D1 scholarship to Stony Brook.
The big man, Lordley O'Carter. Yeah, he's just a fun player to watch. He gets good rebounds. And he always plays tough.
It looks like he's hyping up the team right now.
They look pretty ready to go to me.
Yeah.
This is going to be an exciting game.
Can't wait.
For those who don't know basketball, this will be the state finals. If the winner of this game goes on to play in the Tournament of Champions, and that will be 6 teams facing off against each other to see who the best in New Jersey really is. You could hear the Scotch Plains fans. They're really getting into this. I have a feeling they're going to play a big part tonight, Kat.
I agree. Our fans are already rolling.
They're ready for tip-off here at Rutgers.
Let's see if Lordley gets the tap.
Ball's up. Lordley wins it. Brian Dewar controls it, gives it to Danny DiGattado. The Raiders are in white, Timber Creek in blue. Kevin Maroney dribbles, passes off to Greg Zabel.
It looks like the other team's playing pretty tight D.
Backdoor to Brian Dewar. Oh, he misses a layup. That is not something you see every day out of Brian Dewar.
But he does recover with a quick steal.
It's a good hustle back. You know, you never see Brian miss layups. Maybe some state game jitters. Danny DiGattado playing very, very good defense against number 1 on Timber Creek. Puts it up. Oh, what a block by Lordley O'Carter.
Wow, that's got the fans roaring.
Greg Zabel dribbles, hands it off to the point guard, Danny DiGattado. Greg Zabel has the ball, looks inside. Danny looks inside to Kevin Maroney, open layup.
Oh,
He
another
misses.
miss.
But the putback is good.
Wow.
Hey, these boys look nervous tonight. They missed 2 layups in a row.
Well, it is an unfamiliar court.
It is. Gotta give them some credit though. They jump off to a 2-0 lead. Raiders play exceptional man-to-man defense.
It looks like this may come down to a defensive game. Both teams playing very close man-to-man.
There's a travel by number 34 on Timber Creek. I think you're right. This looks like it's definitely going to be a low-scoring, very good defensive game. Both teams seem to be quick on the ball. Ball goes into Danny DiCataldo. Number 1 right on his back, playing good defense. He goes by him for the layup. Misses another layup. This is unbelievable.
I've never seen the Raiders miss so many in a game. Get the first 2 minutes.
Good defense played. Good defense played. Kevin Maroney comes up with the ball. Brian Dewar dribbles up the court. Goes by number 34. Stops for a jump shot. It's good. This is more like the Raiders team that we're used to seeing.
Coast to coast for Brian Dewar.
You know, he has that talent and that speed. It's a foul called.
I do not agree with that call, Jackie.
Didn't look like he held him. The call was on, I think, number 21, Brian Dewar. That's his first. His first foul of the game, actually. 14 to inbound for Timber Creek. That's number 32. Another block by Lord Leo Carter.
Lordley has shown up for this game.
Good hustle by him to get the ball back. Brian Dewar dribbles, loses it. Offensive foul. That was great defense by Danny DiCataldo.
He was in very good position for that one.
You know, both teams seem to be really scrappy in the beginning with the loose ball, with Lordley getting it, and number 3 on Timber Creek picking up the loose ball down here. This looks to be like a very scrappy game. Brian Dewar to inbound. Kevin Maroney. Greg Zabel backdoor. Oh, missed another layup. I'll tell you, this is getting a little bit out of control. The Raiders should be up 12 or 14-0 right now. Good rebound by Lordley. He's got such a strong presence underneath, doesn't he?
Yeah, his size and his strength just add so much to the game.
Kevin Maroney dribbles the ball. It's back to Danny. Danny looks to drive, takes it out. You know, I've seen the Raiders run this play a lot. It's like a low weave kind of.
It's called Vegas.
Stop and pump. And it's good. Danny DiCataldo hits the baseline jumper.
And gets
the
the
steal. What a great hustle play by Danny. Brian for the 3.
Oh.
No good.
You see, Danny hasn't been much of a shooter this season. Seems like he's trying to step up for the big game.
Well, Brian Dewar has been quiet early, and that's never good to see with these kind of games. You know, you never want to see your top man getting shut down by the defense.
But the Raiders have answered to it, stepping up, continuing with the 6-0 lead.
You know, it's going to be important if Brian's off today. It's going to be important for his other teammates to step up, and we're going to really see what this team is made of in this first half, I can tell.
Yeah. Got a lot of fans from Scotch Plains tonight.
Yeah, these fans are out of control. It's a shame they stuck them up in that top level. Now, I mean, we have, must be over 200 kids here right now. The crowd is just bleeding blue.
It's over 2 full sections of them.
You can hear them from all the way across the court, too.
Raider pride, baby.
Raiders back on defense now. Danny defending their point guard. You know, I have to say, the Raiders do play exceptional defense. And there's the first 2 points for Timber Creek. Danny DiCataldo has the ball, dribbling it up the court. Behind the back. Yeah, this kid can really handle the ball. Greg Zabel looks into Lordley, kicks back out to Greg, dribbles in. Danny DiCataldo for the 3, and it's money.
Danny DiCataldo seems to be on fire in this first quarter, already scoring 5 of the 9 Raider points.
Stepping up for his team. This is his last season. He's going out on top. Tough defense by Kevin Maroney. You know, the one thing I think that this Timber Creek offense might have is that number 32 seems to be quicker than Lord Leo Carter. Lordley seems stronger, but I don't know if he's going to be able to handle him off that dribble.
I think if he just gives him a step, we should be fine.
That foul was on Lordley, I believe, number 32 on White. That's his first foul.
The good thing about Raiders D is everybody always looking to help out.
Yeah, this team really does work as a unit. You can tell on offense and defense, they're all helping each other out.
It looks as if Reggie Solomon went in for Danny DiCataldo.
Oh, that was a second foul on Lordley O'Carter. That looked like a steal to me. I didn't see any foul.
I agree, which means Lordley's going to have to be taken out soon.
2 fouls in the first quarter, that's never a good sign. I mean, that's your big man. You don't want him out of the game yet.
But good thing our bench is pretty deep. We've got a couple of big men.
It's going to be interesting to see what head coach Dan Doherty does in this moment. First free throw is good. Timber Creek, it's now 9-3. Raider Rob Zakundi comes in for Lordley O'Carter. So there's the switch that we were saying.
Yep.
Second free throw. It's good. It's 9-4. Raiders lead. Full court man-to-man pressure from Timber Creek. Ball's handed off to the new point guard, Reggie Solomon.
Tries to get it in.
Looks like Reggie Solomon was looking for the pass there. Rob Zakundi just wasn't on the same page.
You can't rush these things.
You know, patience is a virtue in basketball, especially when there's no shot clocks in high school basketball.
Very true, yeah.
Reggie plays exceptional defense.
Wow, gets the 5-second call.
You got a 5-second call. Now, that is rare to see in a boys basketball game. You know, normally things are moving quickly. It's good to see that, you know, Reggie plays such tight defense that he couldn't even get the ball off.
The Raiders have been a solid defending team this whole state tournament, actually.
Looks like they're moving Brian Dewar to point guard here. See what he does. Passes off to Greg Zabel. To Zakundi. Dewar in the corner. Dribbles through. Little floater, and it's good.
Wow.
The Raiders now lead 11-4.
It's a very big lead for a state championship game so far.
But I'll tell you, that's the Brian Dewar we're used to seeing. If you can't get it in from the outside, he'll take it in. That was a bad shot by the Timber Creek offense.
Good position by Kevin Maroney.
Greg Zabel brings it up. What a spin.
That was very nice move.
Good kick out. I don't know, I think he should have taken it there. Into Kevin Maroney. Oh, it's blocked?
I definitely do not agree with that call.
I don't know. I mean, it looked like he threw it out of bounds, but I don't think varsity starters just throwing the ball out of bounds for no reason. I think that ref might have had it wrong.
Yeah, I think that it was either a foul or a block, and it was a block.
Oh, great
There's no way
defense by Kevin Maroney. What hustle by the Raiders. I think that might be what this team has going for them right now, is that they're beating Timber Creek to the ball. And this is a very quick Timber Creek team, so to be able to beat them to the ball says a lot for our boys.
Our boys just really want this game, you can tell.
Timber Creek on offense now, 34 hands it off. Looks for the shot, 21 looks for the shot. It's good, it's a 3-pointer for Timber Creek.
Bringing Scotch Plains lead only to 4.
Reggie dribbles the ball up against number 1.
Very scrappy defense.
Greg Zabel brings it in. Passes it to Rob. Spins. Double dribble called. Rob's got to be more careful than that. You know, the possessions are key in games like this. Can't just be throwing balls away.
Melvin Hansels and Ishmael Raymond come in for the Raiders.
Melvin's a solid defensive player. He's very quick. You know, it's good to see him on defense. It'd be nice if he got a little bit more involved in the offense, but let's see what he can do in this game.
I agree. In Lynn Valley, Melvin Hansels totally shut down their speedy point guard.
Pull-up jumper.
Airball.
The rebound. There's another rebound and put back and one.
Now that's where we miss Lordley on those big rebounds.
That's another foul called on the Raiders. That is definitely where you miss Lordley. That foul was called on Ishmael Raymond. That's his first. You know, it's going to be some trouble if these Timber Creek players keep getting the Raiders in foul trouble. You can only have so many big people you can put in. First free throw. It's good. 3-point play for Timber Creek. The lead's only at 1 now for the Raiders.
And the Raiders only have 2 of their 5 starters still in the game.
Dewar handles the ball. Foul called on Timber Creek, number 5. 11-10, maybe this might end up being a better game than we thought it was going to be. The Raiders jumped out to a quick lead, but Timber Creek now cut it to 1. Reggie Solomon handed the ball, pick set. Solomon goes all the way in. Oh, looks like a block. Ishmael Raymond follows up with a layup.
That was a great hesitation move by Reggie.
It's a great hustle by Ishmael to get to the boards and get that rebound. Rebounds are key in basketball games.
Solid defense here.
21 stuck, passes it out to 1. Drives. Jump ball called. I thought they were gonna call a foul on that, and I was gonna question these refs.
Yeah, you know, state tournament, you gotta bring your best officials.
Kevin Maroney definitely stepped up, got a jump ball call for the Raiders. Possession arrow towards the Raiders. Brian Dewar to inbound.
Danny DiCatalo's back in the game.
He handles the ball. Number 14 playing defense for Timber Creek. Reggie has the ball at the top. Crosses number 1 up. Kick out. Danny for 3. Oh, rims it and out. Lob pass to Timber Creek.
Seems like both these teams are rushing a bit instead of being patient.
That ball was juggled and tossed out of bounds. Raider ball. The lead is now 13-10, Scotch Plains.
Let's see if we can keep our lead.
Dewar to inbound the ball.
You can hear the fans how much they want this game.
Danny to handle the ball. You know, they've been loud all game.
Yeah, they're pretty high up too.
Oh, that was a dangerous pass by Melvin.
Very forced.
But also, if you think about it, Reggie has got to come to the ball on that. You know, this Timber Creek team is very quick.
We got to keep staying on our toes.
Dewar to DiCatalo. DiCatalo clears some room. Oh, what ball skills by DiCatalo. You know, the missed shot by Hansels, but that really shows you what Danny DiCatalo can do.
Ooh.
Oh, a blocking call.
What?
Wow, that is surprising. You know, it definitely looked like Danny set his feet.
I think he definitely had position there, but you know, you can't argue every call.
That is surprising to me, Kat, because not only did Danny have his feet set, but that Timber Creek player was completely out of control.
I agree.
Good defense by the Raiders. Oh, what a finger roll. You
The
know,
Raiders only lead by 1 now.
you know, you can't stop everything. That was just a great shot by the Timber Creek player.
That looks no call there. That's kind of questionable.
No.
I have
Foul
to say,
called
this game is getting pretty rough.
Already, and it's only the first quarter.
You know, that's when you need good officials so you don't let the kids get out of control.
That's definitely important. I mean, sooner or later, this game might start getting a little bit too violent.
I agree.
The Timber Creek defenders seem to be all over Danny DiCatalo and Brian Dewar. Refs need to start making some calls.
It's a good kick out for the buzzer.
Melvin. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Raiders only lead it 13-12 after getting out to a very, very large lead.
Now, I have to tell you, I'm very impressed because nobody expected Scotch Plains to go this far this year.
I agree completely. I didn't even think our boys would get this far. And not only am I impressed with that, I'm also impressed with the fact that Brian Dewar has not been himself in this first quarter, and we still managed to lead this game. And what people may think is that Brian Dewar is our only scorer on this team, but you know, we're definitely showing them wrong. We have an all-state team here with Danny DiCatalo, Kevin Maroney. Even, you know, Lordley being out of the game, we're still managing to lead this team by 1. And this is a very good team, so this says a lot for our boys.
Hopefully our boys will get used to this big core and start playing like themselves.
I agree. You know, it's got to be kind of intimidating. You know, you're here. This is completely different than our, you know, small court at Scotch Plains High School. You're at the rack in college. This is definitely a different situation for the Raiders.
So many fans, it has to be nerve-wracking.
Raiders will start with the ball, starting the second quarter. leading the Timber Creek Chargers 13-12. Dewar will inbound.
There's the Raider fans doing the clap.
That's the signature boys basketball team clap, for those of you who don't know at home. That's what they do to get themselves pumped up. And it's a great thing to see that the Raider fans know it so well. Ball. Pass inside to Brian Dewar.
Forces a shot.
The shot short, hits the front of the rim. Timber Creek's on the run.
Great defense by Danny
Ball
DiGataldo.
stolen by Danny DiGataldo. That was a great steal to stop that Timber Creek charge.
And another floater for Danny D.
What is that, 7 points for him on the night?
Yeah.
He's really playing a great game.
You know, you never see Danny doing a pull-up jumper. It's usually a set shot. He's really stepping up tonight.
Timber Creek has the ball, controls the ball on offense. Brian Dewar on defense here, and it's number 34 for Timber Creek. Drives, puts up the shot. It's good.
That's Marquise Smith.
He's a good player. He scored 16 points in the game against Middletown South to get them here. Melvin Hansel with the ball. Brian Dewar for the three. No good. But Danny DiGataldo with a rebound, the little boy getting up.
He is playing an exceptional game tonight.
I'll tell you something, you know, the seniors on this team always find a way to step up when they need to. Danny, Greg, Brian, Lordley, they always find a way to get this game when they need to.
It's a great
Brian.
pass back door.
Brian with a great backdoor cut, but can't control the pass. Reggie drives, pulls up. Oh, that's a foul called on Ishmael. Looks
Nope.
like he went over the back. No, that's 2 for Ishmael, and we have 2 on Lordley. We're really going to be hurting in the second half without our big boys.
Yeah, either Kevin's going to have to step it up or we're going to have to keep playing smarter defense.
Number 1 brings it up the court for the Timber Creek Chargers. 21, what a great play. Misses the layup, however. Lob pass to Reggie. He drives, kicks out to Zabel for the 3. No good.
See, that's not like Zabel. Usually hits a lot of clutch threes.
You know, surprisingly, the Raiders haven't hit that many threes, and you know, more or less with Brian Dewar, Danny DiGataldo, and Greg Zabel, they get a lot of threes during games. You know, we shoot a lot as a team.
We're a perimeter team.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. Thanks.
Ball at the foul line, pulls up. That was a very nice pull-up jump shot.
That's number 21, Montez Blair. Greg Zabel is right in his face. There's some shots that you really just can't stop.
That is true. Greg Zabel has the ball. Brian Dewar with the ball up top. Passes Danny DiGataldo. Zabel. Maroney. Drives. Misses a layup. Danny DiGataldo. I'm telling you something, Kat. I've never seen the Raiders miss this many easy shots.
I think it has to be nerves.
Put back for Timber Creek.
Timber Creek is now leading 18-15. What a turnaround.
You know, the Raiders jumped out to an early lead. This is surprising to see them give Timber Creek so many 3 for Brian Dewar's off.
That would have been a big 3.
21 for Timber Creek, controls the ball. Looks like he's stuck in the backcourt. They could get a possible 10 count here. Gets it over half. Danny DiGataldo playing exceptional defense.
Along with the whole Raider team.
Looks like Lordley and the Timber Creek player underneath are getting into it. It's a very physical game down there. The shot is short. Danny DiGataldo gets the rebound. Dewar brings it up the court. Drives, puts up a floater. Rims in and out.
That was a very difficult shot by Dewar.
Yeah, but even Brian Dewar makes those shots. That's another layup for Timber Creek, and they're winning 20-15.
Mr. Doherty
Looks
called timeout.
like Coach Doherty wants to talk this over. Danny DiGataldo with his head down in the middle of the court.
Well, he's very sick today.
Oh, he's sick.
Yeah, he's got a cold.
And he's being ridden by these You know, these Timber Creek defenders are playing very tough defense against our point guards.
Very smart decision by Coach Dan Doherty to call a timeout before the lead got too big.
Yeah, that's an important thing for coaches to learn, is that they need to, when other teams go on big runs, you know, you have to stop and kind of give your team a second to collect themselves. So hopefully the Raiders come out of this timeout even stronger than they were before.
It looks as if Marcus Green just checked in. He's a junior. He hasn't been getting much playing time, but hopefully he'll step it up in this game.
You know, he's a big kid. He can definitely
He's very strong. And
definitely give some presence underneath.
with our big man in foul trouble, he should be a great component.
You know, listen to these Raiders fans. I've never seen so many fans at one state game. You can really hear them cheering for their team. They really want to win tonight. Brian Dewar to inbound. Dewar looking.
Timber Creek has a very good press.
Greg Zabel with the ball. Back to Dewar. To Maroney.
Looks as if
Back
they're
to
trying
Zabel.
to trap on defense.
Raiders break the press very easily, however. Dewar with the ball up top. To Maroney. Brian Dewar controls the ball. Looks in, but doesn't see it. Timber Creek playing great defense this time down. Greg Zabel looks at the three, but doesn't take it. Dewar for the three, and it's good.
Finally, Brian Dewar hit a big shot, like himself now, cutting the
Lead down to 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll start Brian Dewar's run. We really need to start stepping up and hitting some big shots for us. Timber Creek controls the ball. The Raiders go back to a 2-3 man defense. That's a surprising call. I thought their man-to-man defense was working pretty well.
They probably went to 2-3 since Lordley was in foul trouble.
They need to protect the inside better.
Good defense by Kevin Maroney.
Steal by Kevin Maroney. Dewar controls the ball. He's able to Dewar. Maroney. Maroney has the ball in the corner. That was a dangerous pass. Foul called on Timber Creek. Number 32 on Timber Creek.
Rob Zakundi returns for Lordley.
Dewar to inbound. Maroney controls the ball. Now that's something you don't see every day. Kevin doesn't usually dribble the ball that much. And that's probably why it's a walk called on Kevin Maroney right around half court.
Looks like he was getting pressured with not a lot of help from the team.
The point guards definitely need to step up and take the ball. You know, you never want your big men dribbling.
Well, Doherty has point guard Danny DiCataldo on the bench right now.
Danny looked pretty fatigued in that last quarter, so it's probably a good idea to give him a little break. Ooh. Oh, they call it travel.
Looks like Ish got slammed to the ground on that one. Or Marcus.
24 white is Marcus Green. It looks like he got hit on that rebound. I'm surprised they called a walk. Like we said before, they're going to start calling fouls. This game could get out of control. It's very physical. Both teams are very physical. Timber Creek controls the ball up top. Number 1 has it. Good steal by Marcus Green.
See, that's where you need Marcus's quickness.
He's definitely a good defensive player. That's the common thing about all these Raider players, is that they're all very good defensively. Dewar controls the ball up top for the Raiders. Kevin with the spin, goes in for the layup. Misses another layup. Looks like he got hit from behind in that.
It's a good move.
Timber Creek Chargers are on the run.
It's a 2-on-1 on Greg Zabel.
Layup hit. The lead is now 22-18, Timber Creek. Dewar brings the ball up the court slowly, hoping to give his teammates a little break. Zabel looks in. Foul called on number 1 for Timber Creek.
Looks like it's on the ground.
Won't be shooting, be under the basket then. You know, Marcus Green only being in for a couple minutes has definitely made a big difference hustle-wise. You know, he's gotten to a few of these these scattered balls on the court and definitely stepped up big defensively. It's good to see that all players can have a good input in this game.
Well, Marcus is a good matchup against some of these Timber Creek kids because he's strong.
Dewar controls the ball up top for the Raiders. Passes it off to Maroney. Looks inside, but doesn't give it. Zabel drives. Maroney drives. Dewar brings it in. Foul called. Dewar will be shooting 2.
Now, Dewar rarely misses a foul shot, so we could probably count these 2 already.
That is true, but with the way Brian's been playing, he hasn't really been himself. You never know in these big state games what's going to happen. Your best players can end up not putting too much in for you.
But we'll see.
First one for Dewar is... Oh, it falls. Oh, I thought you were going to jinx him there for a second.
Yeah.
That cuts the lead to 3 for Timber Creek.
Looks like Danny D is returning.
That's good. That'll help the Raiders a lot. They need somebody up top who can control the ball besides Dewar. Dewar has one more shot. Underneath for the Raiders is Kevin Maroney and Danny DiCataldo. Second shot for Brian Dewar is... Oh, and he's short. That just shows you he never misses foul shots. I hope in the second half it ends up changing, What a
Tremendous steal by Danny DiCataldo.
Layup is good. That cuts the lead to 1 for Timber Creek.
That was a clutch play by Danny D.
There's the difference that Danny DiCataldo makes in this game. Layup for Timber Creek. Timber Creek comes right back and scores. Brings the lead back up to 3.
He needs to get back on defense fast.
I think we were all admiring Danny's steal there to realize what they were doing. Here's that weave play. Melvin with the ball. Finds Danny in the corner. Danny spins. Passes it back out.
It looks like Brian Dewar's getting fouled the whole way up.
Brian spins. Oh, that looked definitely like a tripping foul in the least.
And that's the end of the first half.
So going into halftime, the score is 24-21. Timber Creek leads. The Raiders haven't exactly been themselves, so I'm hoping maybe in the second half they can end up picking this up. It's definitely within reach for them right now.
Hopefully Dan Doherty will have some words to boost them back up.
For those of you who don't know at home, this is the first time that the Raiders have ever been to a Group 3 state final. And they haven't won a sectional title since 1960, so this is a tremendous accomplishment for the Raider boys.
Wow, this is news to me. This just makes me so much more proud of the boys because they won sectionals and they're on their way to winning groups if they could get their act together in the second half.
Even if they don't win this game, this is a tremendous accomplishment. We've never seen this many fans before at a game, so they've really attracted a lot of school spirit to their program.
Yeah, this is crazy. I've never seen this many people anywhere.
We'll be right back with the second half of the boys Group 3 state championship game between our SPF Raiders and the Timber Creek Chargers. You're watching Raiders basketball only on Scotch Plains television. We'll be right back after these messages.
We're watching Scotch Plains TV.
You're watching Scotch Plains TV.
State guardando Scotch Plains Televisione.
Estás mirando el canal de televisión de Scotch Plains.
Vous regardez la télévision Scotch Plains.
Ich schaue Scotch Plains Fernsehen jeden Tag.
You're watching Scotch Plains TV. Eu sou Chuchu.
You're watching Scotch TV.
The Samsonite versus inflation sale.
Samsonite saving time, it's a wow! Samsonite saving time, it's on now! Samsonite makes a gift so ideal. Come in now and get a steal. For the graduate, give Samsonite. For the hard, even Samsonite's right. Many times I tried to tell you. Belong to the sound of the words, we both falling under.
We're back here with the boys Group 3 New Jersey State Championship basketball game between our Raiders of Scotch Plains Sandwood and the Chargers of Timber Creek. The Timber Creek Chargers lead our Raiders 24-21. For those of you just joining us, I'm Jackie Law here with Catherine DiGattado, and we'll be with you the whole game. Looks like we're about 5 minutes away from the second half beginning.
Here come our boys.
Things look to be pretty serious on the Raider side. They know they don't want to lose this game.
If they win this game, they make Scotch Plains history.
Here's the beginning of the second half.
I think they have it in them. Do you?
I think they got it. We'll see the way they come out.
Our previous state games have all been pretty close, and then towards the end, we usually pull away.
It looks like the Timber Creek Chargers are shooting foul shots right now. There must have been a technical foul called. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Coach Dan Doherty at the end of the second half was complaining to the ref for not calling fouls for his boys. Just protecting his team, you know.
Well, Montez Blair hits 1 of 2 to bring the lead to 25-21, Timber Creek Chargers. And that's a shame because that means that the Timber Creek Chargers get the ball back beginning of the second half. And I think they still have the possession arrow. So that means that they get 2 possessions and 2 foul shots.
Hopefully this won't be a turning point in the game.
Danny DiGattalo playing defense on number 1. Great defense by Danny DiGattalo there, hedging on the play. Ball tipped by Brian Dewar. It'll be Timber Creek ball. Ball inbounded. Julio Carter on defense.
Now Timber Creek cannot score on this possession or it'll open the lead to 6.
This is a huge possession. Danny DiGattalo playing great defense as always. Kevin Maroney on defense. The drive. Layup is missed. Kevin Maroney gets the rebound.
Good thing.
Finds Brian Dewar, who dribbles the ball up the court. Oh, that was a vicious foul by the Timber Creek player.
That was a cheap shot.
Danny looks like he's slow getting up. He's had a rough game. I'll tell you, he's getting beaten up by number 1 on Timber Creek all game.
Well, he is one of the smallest kids in the court at all times.
But he definitely is one of the big playmakers on the Raiders team.
His size does not say anything about him.
DiGattalo has the ball in the backcourt for the Raiders. You know, none of this pressure seems to be phasing him, which is a great sign. Dewar with the ball. Shoots for the 3.
That's huge.
And it's good. That is a huge shot for the Raiders.
That was extremely clutch.
To open up the half, Brian Dewar gets a 3-pointer. Maybe this will start his run. We really need Brian to step up and start hitting some shots for us again. Kevin Maroney on defense.
And a
Kevin Maroney with
by
the steal.
Kevin.
Brian Dewar with the ball.
This is a big
Dribbles.
possession as well.
Sable looks at the three but doesn't take it. Dewar controls the ball up top, drives, the layup.
Very tough
Lordley gets the
shot.
rebound, and one for the Raiders.
That was huge. This is why we needed Lordley so much in the first half.
The Raiders now lead by one, and Lordley's going to the line for one shot. What a great turnaround for the Raiders. Coach Doherty really must have said something to them in the halftime locker room to get them pumped up and ready to play. Lordley for one. It's good.
It's good.
That brings the lead to 2.
That was a tremendous turnaround for Scotch Plains.
Looks like number 1 is back in the game for Timber Creek.
Scotch Plains just scored 7 unanswered points.
Brian Dewar hit that big 3, and then Lordley comes back with his shots. The Raiders go back to their tough man-to-man defense. Great defense by Kevin Maroney to get that ball out of the air.
Looks like it could be a 5 count, but he passes it away.
Hey, Kevin Maroney really steps it up on defense. He's got those long arms, makes some good blocks. Greg Zabel goes for the steal, pull-up jumper. Timber Creek back up. I'm sorry, the Scotch Plains Raiders still lead by 1.
This is a team you can't cheat on because they're very quick and they have a very high percentage shot.
Dewar drives.
And gets fouled once again.
Foul call. Brian's going to the line for 2. Dewar's 1 for 2 from the line, which is unlike him. Usually he shoots 100% from the free throw line, so let's see if he can turn this around. First one is good.
That's pretty much automatic, like I said in the first half.
Scotch Plains leads by 2. Second one for Brian. It's good. Scotch
And you
Plains
hear the
leads
fans
30 to
chanting
27.
Automatic, so apparently they agree with me, Jake.
Oh, those fans are so loud. Great defense by Reggie Solomon. Pull-up jumper. Oh, a bank shot off the backboard. You know, that, you don't see that very often.
It seems like luck is working their way to Timber Creek tonight.
You really don't see that very often. 3 for Brian Dewar. Ah, rims in and out.
That would have been a perfect answer to that bank shot.
Drive by number 1. Jump ball forced by Kevin Maroney.
And here Timber Creek gets the possession.
This is what I was talking about with the technical foul. This is the second possession. Normally this would have been Raiders' ball. So it definitely hurts the Raiders. Let's hope that they can hold the Timber Creek Chargers to not score this possession. Ah, and there's a layup.
Their big man is quite impressive. Like you said, he is pretty fast.
Timber Creek leads 32 to 29. Brian drives. Fouled again. Now this is what's so good about Brian Dewar, is that when he's not on the outside, he will take it in the inside and he will make you foul him. And he'll make both his foul shots every time.
He's playing more like himself this half, taking it to the basket and stuff.
The Raiders seem to be playing better as a team. First one, good for Brian Dewar, which is a good thing because maybe they got those big state game jitters out, and now they're ready to play. Timber Creek leads by 2. Dewar can cut it to 1 with this foul shot.
And it looks like the Raiders replaced Dan DiCataldo again.
Second one for Dewar.
And
It's good. Lead is cut to 1. This game is so back and forth, Kat. I've never seen anything like this before. Melvin Hanson's back in the game for Danny, as you said. Timber Creek drives, pull-up jumper. Good. I'm telling you something, Timber Creek is very good off the floor. They just drive, and that ball, almost every time they shoot that ball, it goes in. From the baseline, from the middle, very high percentage shooters.
Either that or, like I said before, they are getting a lot of lucky shots.
Pencils drives, throws the ball away. That's not something you want to see.
But he is
He's
playing
back on
very
defense.
good defense.
Almost forced a 10 count. There's a struggle in the middle. Looks like a foul called on number 4, Kevin Maroney. Should be on the floor.
I thought that was on the floor as well.
Oh, it looks like they're shooting. That's surprising again. These refs don't seem to be up to par with what state refs should be. That definitely looked like he was on the floor. And number 32 wasn't shooting that ball. First one is
This kid's
good.
got a very weird foul shot if you look at it.
His arms are above his head. Timber Creek's leads back up to 4. Second foul shot's missed. Lordley O'Carter with the rebound. So tough with the ball, Lordley.
Finally, we get one of those calls. It looks like Timber Creek's been riding us.
Another foul call. Brian Dewar's been, that's the 3rd foul Brian Dewar has drawn from this team. Reggie to inbound. Brian gets the ball. Takes it in. Layup is good. That was a great shot.
Very tough shot to make.
Lead back down to 2 for Timber Creek. Melvin clapping his hands on defense. They want some more of this team. Reggie with the ball on the break. Finds Dewar.
And the game is
Makes
tied
the
up.
layup.
You can hear the fans.
This game is just unbelievable, back and forth. Solomon on defense now. Called a foul. See, that doesn't make any sense to me because this is what they've been doing to us all game, and now they're going to start calling it on us. You either have to let the kids play, or you have to start calling fouls for both teams. Brian Dewar to defend the inbound pass. Marcus Green comes back in for Lordley O'Carter. I don't understand that decision by Dan Doherty. You know, Lordley's been doing a great job underneath getting more rebounds than anybody else for the Raiders. So I don't get why you'd want to take your big man out of the game.
Maybe he just needed to give him a quick look. Marcus Green is fronting that kid very well.
Foul on the floor by the Raiders. They reached in when that kid drove. Timber Creek is playing very well offensively with their pull-up jump shots.
Both teams are playing very well all around.
Great defense by Marcus Green under that post. 21 pull-up jump shot, and it's good for 3. Timber Creek back up by 3.
Now that's gonna hurt us.
That just kills all the momentum that the Raiders had.
Let's see if
Brian
we
Dewar
can
with the
answer.
ball, drives in. Oh, the shot is blocked.
Good save. Good hustle by Marcus to save that play.
Timeout called. That's a smart play by Timber Creek. You know, the last thing you want is to give the ball away to the Raiders again, giving back the momentum that they had. How about that block by the Timber Creek player? Brian Dewar had an open layup, and that kid came out of nowhere and swatted the ball.
But is that a smart play with the game so close? You don't waste a timeout on that.
I'd rather take the momentum than the timeout. I mean, you always have more timeouts, but momentum is something that you can't change very easily. And Timber Creek up by 3, you don't want to lose that momentum. Give Brian Dewar a couple more open shots. You never know what's going to happen.
Hopefully the Raiders can get out of this one.
Danny DiCatalo's back in for the Raiders. Raiders look a little frustrated with the way this game is going. You know, they haven't been getting any lucky shots, and they haven't been getting any calls. It's amazing that they're still in this game. That just proves what a tough team the Raiders really are. Danny DiCatalo back on defense.
Good defense by Danny.
Great defense by Danny.
Should have gotten a 5 count there. Didn't help defense by Danny. And he tapped that rebound to Reggie.
You know, he makes such a big difference when he's on the court. Danny controls the ball for the Raiders. Passes it off to Brian, who shoots the three. And it's good. Game is tied again. Neither team can seem to pull away. Neither team can get away from each other. It's back and forth, back and forth. Great defense by Kevin Maroney. That's what you'd love to see. Reggie Solomon with the ball. Foul called. Reggie will shoot two. Almost had an and one there. That would have been a huge turning point for the Raiders.
Still, if he hits these,
You know, no one has had a lead like the Raiders had in the first quarter. Reggie will shoot two. Marcus Green and Kevin Maroney underneath for the Raiders. First one for Reggie is good. The Raiders up by one. You know, in games like this, foul shots are crucial. And the Raiders have hit every one, I think, except for that one. Second one is good for Reggie. The Raiders now lead it by two. So Reggie goes out after hitting two huge free throws for the Raiders. Looks like the Raiders go back to their 2-3 zone defense. Rob Zakundi got bumped off there on defense. Game tied again. Danny controls the ball for the Raiders. Dribbles it slow up court. Pull-up jumper for Danny DiCataldo. It's off the corner of the rim. Ball passed up to Timber Creek. 21 for three. Oh, and that will be a foul on Timber Creek. Great way to box out by Rob Zakundi.
That would have been a huge three for Timber Creek.
Luckily, they didn't hit that. Game stays tied at 40.
Let's see if the Raiders can do it.
We're still in the third quarter here. Brian Dewar comes back in the game. Let's see if he can continue playing the way he has. And it'll be 1-1. That means that Timber Creek has 7 fouls. Rob Zakundi will be shooting 1-1. These are huge free throws. Misses it, but Lordley gets the Marcus gets the rebound. That's surprising for Marcus. I expected Lordley to be underneath there.
Marcus has stepped it up tonight.
Definitely has. The whole team has stepped up. I've never seen this many kids come off the bench and make such a difference. Zabel has the ball up top for the Raiders. He drives. Pull-up jumper. It's off the rim. And that's the end of the third quarter.
This is a great way to go in the fourth quarter, don't you think?
Well, it's a 0-0 game now. It's an 8-minute game, 40-40, tie game. We have 8 minutes to make a difference.
Hopefully we can come out with the energy that we had in the first quarter.
You know, what could make a big difference here is that Timber Creek has 17 fouls while the Raiders only have 4. That means if Timber Creek fouls at all again, we go to the foul line automatically, which is a great thing for the Raiders to be in bonus because they can make a big difference on the foul line.
And we've been shooting foul shots pretty good tonight.
Especially Brian Dewar. He's definitely been on. I think he's 5 of 6. Yeah, you can only imagine what these young men are feeling right now. They have 8 minutes to a state. They have 8 minutes to a state championship with basically the entire school here. You never know what's going to happen in these state finals. Looks like both teams are ready to play. I believe it'll be Timber Creek's ball to start the half. Or to start the fourth quarter. Oh, actually, it's Raiders ball. And that is good news because This possession could break the tie. Danny Deek has the ball in the backcourt. Passes it up to Zabel. Dewar comes off for the three.
And it's good.
That is a huge shot for Brian Dewar.
That is definitely the biggest shot of the game so far.
Raiders take the lead 43-40, and that is a momentum killer for Timber Creek coming into the fourth quarter thinking that they had a fresh game, and now the Raiders leading by 3. Great defense by Greg Zabel. You know, Zabel doesn't offer a lot offensively, but defensively, he's... Oh man, Timber Creek comes back. Raiders lead only 1 now. What I was saying about Greg Zabel before was that even though he doesn't offer a lot offensively, except for a couple clutch threes, defensively he is a kid that you want in the game.
Well, he is a good ball handler too. He's very confident with the ball.
Brian Dewar gets around 2 defenders, puts the ball up, throws it over the backboard. Now that's what I'm talking about with these fouls. You know, clearly 3 defenders on Brian Dewar. You know, a player like him doesn't just throw the ball over the backboard. There had to be some kind of contact there to make him. In a game like this, the refs need to be on top of things. Timber Creek controls the ball. Oh, that looked to be an offensive. Danny DiCataldo seems to be clapping it up. They called a block on Danny DiCataldo. That's unbelievable. He doesn't seem to be too happy about that. Looks like he's clapping at the refs. You know, and that, he just got to be better than that.
Well, him and the person he's defending seem to be at it all game.
And that was great defensive play by Danny DiCataldo. I can't believe they didn't call a charge for that.
That's the second charge they didn't call for him.
That should have been an offensive foul, definitely. 14 has the ball for Timber Creek.
Good defense by Marcus.
And there's a steal by Brian Dewar. Oh, and the ball is blocked.
And no call on
Brian
that.
Dewar is not happy about that. He's definitely looking for a foul. The fans seem to be getting very upset with these referees.
Hopefully we can score in this inbounds.
Dewar comes around to the corner, pulls up for a 3. Oh, and it's off. Timber Creek ball. I thought that one off the
It looks like Danny DiCataldo's arguing with the
Timber
ref
Creek
there.
defender. I mean, you know, I would argue too that definitely was came up the Timber Creek defender's hand. Danny DiCataldo seems to be getting more and more frustrated with these referees.
And with the other team.
21 crosses up Greg Zabel and takes it in for a layup. Timber Creek now leads by 1, 44-43.
That was a very good move. Looked like they seemed to trap Ryan.
Zabel has the ball. I'm sorry, Danny DiCataldo has the ball. You should know that by now. 3 for Danny. And it's good. That is a huge 3 by Danny DiCataldo. Way to step up.
And a steal by Danny DiCataldo.
You know, I'll tell you something. DiCataldo's really stepped up in this game. Raiders now lead 46-43.
You can tell he really wants this game.
Could be a 5 count. Oh, looks like the Timber Creek player called a timeout just in time. It's a smart play by Timber Creek. Definitely after Danny hit that big 3, don't want to give the ball right back to the Raiders. Especially with Danny and Brian not having hot hands, you never know. They can start hitting 3s left and right here.
It's a good thing that our team called a timeout anyway. I think our boys needed a little bit of break. Scotch Plains fan with cheerleaders.
You know, it's great that even the cheerleaders travel to these big games. I'm glad, I think they'd be glad to know that they have so much support from their school. Look at all the coaches for the Raiders. It seems like they have more coaches than they have players. At least 5 blue shirts over there.
All impacting a lot though.
Assistant coach Sean Johnson seems to be getting unlordly.
Hopefully the Raiders can continue and carry out this 2-point lead. Hopefully expand it.
Timber Creek will be inbounding the ball from the baseline. guard for Timber Creek. Been doing a great job all night. Can't tell what the jump ball is called. Possession arrow is for Timber Creek, so look at the ball in their own basket. We're in the fourth quarter here, and Scotch Plains leads by 2.
Great
Steal
hands
by Kevin Maroney. Looks to find a point guard. Finds Brian Dewar. Passes off to Greg Zabel. To DiCatalo. They're going to run their weave. Dewar drives. Foul called. Brian will go to the line for 1-and-1. Which is a good sign for the Raiders.
Brian's been on fire in the second half.
He's got to have almost all the Raiders' points in the second half. This kid has been insane. First one for Brian. It's good. The Raiders' lead is now to 3.
It's really great that he's such a consistent shooter.
It's good to have somebody you can always count on, Keem. Second one for Dewar. It's good. The Raiders' lead is now up to 4 points.
Those are big foul shots.
Drive, pull-up jumper.
Rebound by
Lordley gets the
Lordley.
rebound.
I'm telling you, Lordley's been amazing on the boards tonight.
Dewar brings it up. DiCatalo has it. Seems like they're trying to run a couple seconds here off the clock. You could almost taste the state championship. Dewar drives. It's his own rebound. Oh my God, a backwards layup for Brian Dewar. This kid has shown it all tonight.
And that is what's sending him to D1.
6-point lead for the Raiders. Timber Creek needs to score on this possession. Great defense by Lordley.
Oh, no.
One for a 3. Oh, and it's good, and the Raiders' lead is down to 3.
Can't double down in close games.
I'll tell you something, this game has been back and forth, and this definitely shows it. The Raiders thought they had a safe lead of 6 points, and it's down to 3 already. And
That
Coach
timeout by
Doherty
Dan Doherty.
wants a timeout to talk it over. These boys have got to be so nervous coming into this game. And they getting that huge lead. They probably thought they had it right there. But Timber Creek has made a great effort to come back. These Raiders fans are definitely going crazy right now. I've never seen so many kids here before.
It's just like a sea of blue.
There'll be a lot of heartbroken Raiders fans if they end up losing this game tonight. The Raiders come out of their huddle, they look determined. They definitely want this state championship.
What's that clap again?
DiCatalo is the ball up top.
Almost missed it.
Zabel drives. Ball to Maroney. Zabel gets it back. DiCatalo controls it back up top again. DiCatalo in trouble. Finds Zabel, luckily.
Seems like they're trying to stall some time here.
Dewar has the ball. They're doing a very good job here. Zabel drives to Maroney. Maroney goes up and gets the foul.
Great dish to Maroney. Way to go strong.
He gets the foul. Now if he can hit these 2 free throws, this will be huge for the Raiders. They'll go up by 5.
Very big shots.
Now Kevin hasn't started until this year. First shot is good. Leads up to 4. This has got to be a nerve-wracking situation for this young man. Second shot.
They knocked them both down. That's huge for the Raiders.
Raiders leads back up to 5. Ball's inbounded for Timber Creek. The Raiders are back to their 2-3 zone defense. Number 5 has the ball. Almost a steal by Kevin Maroney. It's a great hustle. Ball thrown right to Brian Dewar's hands.
Now, obviously, Timber Creek is going to be very nerve-wracking situation.
Danny DeCal controls the ball up top.
I feel like the Raiders have slim to none turnovers here.
They're doing a very good job of killing the ball. They call a walk on what clearly looked like a foul. And Brian Dewar is not happy about that at all.
These refs are ridiculous today, letting a lot of things go.
You can definitely tell that the nerves are getting to the boys. Brian Dewar upset about that call.
Hopefully they'll just take it out.
Marcus Green is back in the game for Greg Zabel. Travel called right back on Timber Creek, and that is great defense by Marcus Green. Greg Zabel returns to the game for the Raiders. That's a quick break for him. Looks like they need more ball handlers. Danny DiCatalo controls the ball in the backcourt, working hard against number 1 all night. Timber Creek seems to be jumping. Brian Dewar gets the ball, he drives, puts up the floater, and it's good. The Raiders now lead 54-47. The fans are going crazy now. They know a state championship is right in their reach. Number 1 with the shot. 3-pointers not. Put back, a foul called. Looks like it's going to be on Lord Leo Carter.
Another one on Lord.
That's devastating for the Raiders. You know, they had a very good run going here. If Timber Creek can knock down these 2 shots, they bring the lead back down to 5. The Raiders just can't seem to get away.
Hopefully this kid scores
First one. Short. Yeah, you can't blame the kid on the foul line in a big game like this in state final. Second shot. He misses both of them, and Lord Leo Carter comes down with the rebound.
That was huge for the
Raiders
Raiders.
are getting closer and closer every minute, every second this clock ticks. Looks like Coach Doherty wants another timeout.
Everyone's going crazy right now. It looks like the Raiders have been dead right now.
54-47, the Raiders lead. This is the biggest lead of the second half. You can hear the Raiders fans doing the Raiders chant. They definitely want the state championship. Minute and 12 left in the 4th quarter. Raiders up by 7. You know, for Timber Creek, if they can pull off a win in this situation, that'll just be unbelievable. All the Raiders have to do is hold on for a minute and 12 seconds, and they win the state championship.
I think we got it. Here's that clock again. Hopefully we'll motivate the Raiders to take this to victory.
The Raiders ball, Brian Dewar will inbound. Such a nerve-wracking situation for both teams, especially the Raiders now. This would be the first state championship they'd ever win. Kevin Maroney has the ball. Dewar has it.
Good pass to
Lorley goes up with the ball. Foul called. Lorley O'Carter will go to the line, shooting 2.
Orly's been very consistent today too with the shots. So hopefully we'll
These are huge shots for the Raiders. First one for Lorley is short. He gets another one though. He can bring the lead up for the Raiders to 8 points. Second one is good. And this game is almost over, folks.
looks like you got the jitters on the first shot.
Number 1 shoots a 3. Oh my God, and it's good. Cuts the lead back down to 5. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. The Raiders just cannot pull away from this team. It looks like it's going down to the wire here. All the Raiders standing up in this huddle. They're excited. They want this state title.
This game has been a true nail biter.
Raiders come out of the huddle. They lead by 5. Brian Dewar gets the ball. Throws it away, number 1. Number 1 is fouled by Danny DiCataldo. Danny wants it on the floor, but it looks like they're going to give number 1 2 shots. I'll tell you something, it does not get any more nerve-wracking than this. 55-50, the Raiders leading. 2 shots for Timber Creek right now.
These refs are actually ridiculous.
Number 1 misses the first shot.
Pretty surprising considering we just switched to 3.
That's big for the Raiders because this stays a 2-possession game. Misses the second one as well, but gets his own rebound. Shoots a long distance. Oh my God, what a bank shot.
Is that a joke?
The Raiders are just getting completely unlucky. That was a 26-foot 3. A bank off the backboard to cut the lead down to 2.
He shot that ball with two hands. That was a desperation heat. You never seen those before.
These Timber Creek Chargers are getting as lucky as they can get. They might as well start shooting some half-court shots with the way they're shooting. The Raiders have got to be so frustrated right now. They just cannot get away from this team.
This game's definitely won.
The Raiders fans, however, not phased. They continue to cheer.
Well, it is going to be Raiders ball when they come in. It's a 2-point lead, so hopefully they can keep it.
Hopefully the Raiders can pull away with this one, but just by the skin of their teeth. I've never seen a game this close before. We're just under a minute here. The Raiders fans continuing to do that clap. It's got to be inspiring for the Raiders players to know that this team, that the school is so behind them. Raiders will inbound. Lorley O'Carter waiting at the opposite basket. Let's hope they can get the ball in. Last thing you want right now is a 5 count.
Looks like they're deleting Dewar.
Brian Dewar gets the ball, and automatically he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 1-1.
I'm telling you, that's definitely the wrong person to foul in this situation.
That's exactly right. The one person you don't want to foul on the Raiders is Brian Dewar. He has been automatic tonight. He can bring the lead up to 4 for the Raiders, making this a 2-possession game. First one is good for the Raiders, and that is definitely a load off the Raiders players' shoulders, because now Timber Creek would need to hit a 3 to even tie the game.
I think after last time down, they're not going to get another 3 off. I think the Raiders will.
I think they ran out of their luck. Brian with the second one. Oh, it bounces in, and the Raiders lead by 4. This is a 2-possession game.
He has such a tremendous impact on this team.
One drives to the court.
Tight defense by the Raiders.
Throws up a 3. It's short. Kevin Maroney grabs the ball with those long arms, and he's fouled. All the Raiders fans on their feet now. This state championship is just within reach. Kevin Maroney needs to take his time and knock down these shots so he can ice this game. Raiders players will clear the line. They definitely don't want to give up any easy threes. First shot is short, Kevin Maroney. And it's good, and the Raiders lead is up to 5.
It looks like this game might be sealed.
One takes it all the way up the court. Shoots a 3. Worley gets the rebound.
Foul Dewar again, which isn't very smart.
But they have to do something. All the Raiders fans and Raiders players know that this game is over. This has been an unbelievable game. The fans look like they're about to rush the court. They're ready to go. Brian Dewar needs to hit these 2 shots. He can expand the lead even more. You know, it's a shame for these players on Timber Creek. They've come so far. And they played a very good game, but the Raiders just seem to be too much. First one for Brian Dewar is good. This is definitely the way for him to close out this game. This is where he's been killer, is on the foul line tonight. Second one bounces in. Raiders lead is up to 7. Last desperation 3. The game is over. The Raiders are state champions.
How exciting is this?
The first time in history the Raiders win the Group 3 state championship, and these Raiders fans are going crazy. This has been unbelievable. What an unbelievable run for these Raiders. They will go to the first round of the Tournament of Champions, which is a place that the Scotch Plains Salem Raiders have never been before in boys basketball history. What an unbelievable game. And these Raiders fans are going out of control. You can hear them all the way across the court. What a great game for seniors Brian Dewar and Danny DiCapello. They really stepped up and they showed exactly what they could do. And you can't help but think that with the role that they're on, I don't think they're going to lose. The Raiders fans saluting the crowd. What a huge win for these boys. They're going crazy on the court, Pat.
It's really exciting.
Looks like they'll be giving the awards out in center court now. The Raiders boys can't even seem to control themselves. They're jumping around the court.
And our fans are going nuts too.
Coach Doherty is awarded with the state championship trophy. What a tremendous season for him. He really has been an inspiration to these boys. He really deserves a lot of the credit for this game.
Yeah, especially with the boys going down in the first half.
And you can hear the fans clapping and all the boys are dancing. What a game. What a season that these boys have had.
Here comes Coach with the trophy.
The boys can't even control themselves. This is what they've worked for all season. Every game has led up to this moment. They get to hold up that trophy. Greg Zabel shows the trophy to the crowd. The crowd knows exactly what it's worth. This has been Scotch Plains Television's production of the Group 3 State Championship. Thank you for joining us. I'm sure we'll be back with the tournament championship game. Thank you and good night.